Take it away, Steph.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, we carry our failures forward with us, and it shapes our beliefs about ourselves, about the world. And over time, we will just habitually look for evidence as to why our failures are the truth. But when we uncord from that moment that we once deemed a failure, we get free. So I want to know, for you listening, as you're still in your post COVID pivot, that's who I'm speaking to now. What is the moment in time that happened where you decided that you or a situation or a person or dropping your music was a failure and your dream could not happen? Because in order to wrap our heads around what failure is, we have to also quantify what your success is. What even is that potential success that you failed at? And maybe for you, both these concepts just end up being vague. They end up just living in our bodies as feelings or insecurities, not as just quantifiable facts of what's so. So I want to tell you how I quantify success with my clients. Success is gauged by impact in the world and income in the business. And in order to be successful at these things, you don't need hundreds of thousands of whatever, your streams, likes, dollars. You don't need millions. You don't even need thousands. Kevin Kelly, who's often called the world's most interesting man, he says you need 1,000 true fans to be successful at anything. And I tend to agree. So, transformation at the level of 1,000. Well, now shit starts to get real. Now you have a specific number, a measurable number, an achievable number. So, what is the highest expression of your artistic work if you knew you couldn't fail? What is the highest expression of your artistic work if you're playing the specific, measurable, achievable game of 1,000 true fans? If true fans that'll pay anything, right? So if your success was inevitable and you only needed 1,000 true fans, would your work expand in some way? Would it change? Is it the work you're doing now? See, your perception of failure, the feeling, the insecurity, it protects you from risk. It protects you from heartache, from pain. It's that lizard brain seeking safety. And every block or stop we have is here to keep us safe. And we use words like realistic to keep us safe. I'm being realistic, we say. I'm being practical. Well, fuck being practical. Practical relies on seeking the validation of others. Change makers, people who push the envelope, they don't depend on the validation of others. And when we continue to seek the validation of others, we stop trusting ourselves. We stop daydreaming into our full potential, our unbridled possibility. We close ourselves off to guidance and inspiration. So, fuck your fear of failure. That's what I want you to be left with. But the real gem of all of this is that your failures brought you here. Like, okay, so my spiritual teachers told me that Gandhi had chronic anxiety. Can you believe that? He had crippling panic attacks and constant anxiety until he was 13. And apparently, the story goes that around the age of 13, a guru gave him a mantra, and he would just repeat it, repeat it, repeat it to calm his anxiety. And through that calmness of his anxiety, he found his connection to source. He went on his spiritual journey and he freed India. I mean, I'm paraphrasing for the sake of my point, which is even Gandhi had crippling panic attacks and constant anxiety. He was no different from you. So your challenges bring you to your dreams. Your challenges lead you to truth. Your failures can lead you to your purpose. So as you go about your day to day, there's a couple things I'd like you to take inventory on. Firstly, what are the things that have come to get your attention in your life so you can go ahead and do your real work? Secondly, if your failure could somehow be the fuel for what's next for you, then what have your challenges been forcing you to look at and grow beyond so that you can serve the world the way you know you were meant to serve it? And maybe by world, we just mean 1,000 true fans who you could truly impact. Because you're here to speak truth, feel truth, live truth. You're here to give truth away. You're here to inspire. You're here to impact. You're here to shepherd the awakening that is happening around us, disguised as a crisis. You're not here to sleep. You're not here to numb out. You're not here to do anything but your highest and best work. And that's what I want to leave you with today.